well. My name is Matt Williamson. You guys go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Caleb Holstein.
Tyler Salanitro.
And you are watching Marietta College Esports. We will also have one more joining us in just a little bit. Terry, I think I have to step out for a second. He'll be right back, but they can't see me. Oh, let me just go over here.
There should be a way to zoom our camera out.
Well, it's because of the green screen behind us. But anyway, yeah, it's still there. So, we have our League of Legends team finally playing again after several reschedules for different teams, but they'll be playing against our OAC rivals, Muskingum University, in this best-of-3 series. It's going to be really exciting. They're probably going to be starting up the draft real soon. So before they do that, we'll go ahead and look at the roster of who's going to be playing. So, all right. In the top lane, we are going to have freshman Aiden Gatlin, AR Gatlin. At jungle, we are going to have senior Bryce Heatman Scrimpo. At mid, we are going to have freshman Andy Leo, Mr. Toots. At ADC, we're going to have senior Steph Saunders, Radio Soul. And then at supports, we will have senior Bethany Holstein, Maxiboo. And also shout-outs to our coaches, Derek Games, Games Grump, and Alex Gunnarsson, who is our League of Legends coach. But okay, so it looks like there is a pro draft set up, and we're going to try to figure out which one it is.
It's the bottom one.
The question is which... Well, let's go back to the lobby real quick, because I think they both made ones. We can use
blue side and then spectator.
Okay, so we're gonna use. Okay, so
we use spec.
Right, but
see both.
But not that one. There was already another one. You can close that one out.
Oh,
no. Close that one. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna use that one.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, that should do it. There we go. So we're gonna use Pro Draft for the picks and bans, and then we'll get into the other Pro Draft stuff, and then we'll do some announcements while we're waiting for the... Yeah, they're just getting this information over there, but yeah, we'll take care of other announcements once the draft is taken care of. And then we also have Terry with us. Terry, say hi to... They're not going to see you, but they'll hear you, so go ahead and say hi to everyone.
Hi, people.
It's very crowded in here.
Yeah. I will leave once we get all the announcements taken care of, so then you guys can take over, but I'll take care of all the pre-stream stuff. Let's pull up the lobby again real quick, so they're saying stuff. Okay.
Just are.
Oh, they're ready. They're already ready. So let's talk about bans. So
Fiora ban.
Okay.
I'm expecting. I mean, to be honest, expecting both teams to they have scouting reports. We're just going to see bans based off of people's chant pool. I don't expect to see any like meta bans, stuff you'll see around the meta currently. Like someone like Maokai is really strong, Ivern's really strong, Caitlyn's really strong. I don't expect to see any bans like that. It's gonna just be people banning what each other plays. Mm-hmm. Diana and Seraphine banned so far for Muskingum. I haven't. Has Bryce been playing a lot of Diana lately?
Bryce has been trying to play some Diana, and of course Seraphine's a very popular pick because she usually does get flex picked.
She is pretty strong, I can admit. I've played her in some of my games. She's very, very easy to carry on. Senna ban, I'm assuming that, again, either that's probably Bethany who's playing the Senna, but she is going to get Leona, a pick that I know she has played a lot before in the past. Speaking with the Leona pick, I don't know if... I'm assuming they're going to pick Tristana with the Leona pick for Marietta because it's the only other ADC I know that Steph likes to play a lot. I don't think they're really going to whip out the Misfortune, who's a pretty good combo with Leona. Ezreal Braum is going to be actually a really strong combo here. This Braum can basically shut down all the CC from Leona with his shield, and he can protect Ezreal against the Marietta's pick. Now it's just going to come down to, I'm assuming they're going to pick their AD here. They could pick their jungler though, which that I hope.
That's top Mundo.
It's
definitely top Mundo.
Okay, I don't. Okay, this is going to give Muskingum the chance to counterpick top lane, which in this scenario you can go with anything like Camille is potentially pretty good here. Fiora's banned, but she would have been pretty okay here. Even something like Darius is actually not that bad here with his lifesteal and Grievous stacks. He can 1v1 the Mundo pretty well. You can even run Mordekaiser here and just take Mundo out of the fight in general. But something very, very heavy AD, I'm assuming, is what they're gonna pick against Mundo. Ooh. No, that is a flex, but it is most likely Maokai jungle. I haven't seen Maokai top in a while, and I haven't looked at the scouting reports, so I don't know if this guy plays Maokai top or not. So they're not going to go with a top lane counter pick just yet. But I'm very scared of Marietta for not picking AD here because from knowing Steph, I think her ADC champ pool is actually pretty small. And Muskingum could have capitalized that and just banned out all her champions right here and there.
I think that's why they went with the Dr. Mundo, because AR Gatlin's champion was also pretty small, so they didn't want him to get banned out, and they wanted to prio pick the Diego for Scrimpo. So I think that's why they did it. And even if Tristana does get banned for some reason, I think Radio Soul still has a couple picks to work with.
Fair enough. We're going to see Vagar and Vex bans. Both teams just choosing to ban out the mid lane. Okay. Both teams choosing to ban out the mid lane. I don't know much about Mr. Toots. I haven't played with him. I don't know his champ pool or anything like that, so I'm assuming he just plays mages based off of these bans. So
let's see what the last ban for Marietta is going to be.
Yeah, it's a Trinimir ban. That's going to be directed at the top lane.
So they must be thinking that Maokai is jungle.
Right. That's going to be a Silas mid. Although it could be Silas jungle, Maokai top. That is possible.
Or it could be Silas top and Maokai jungle. I've seen Silas top before.
I mean, it's happened, but it's not as strong as Maokai top. Silas jungle is a better option here. We're going to see Lysandra coming out. Very interesting pick here because, I mean, the Leona and Viego definitely want to go in, so Lysandra can go in with them. She also provides Peel with her ultimate and her freezing capabilities. But, I mean, you just gave Silas a pretty strong ultimate right there. And then Braum can basically counter all of Lysandra's engaged there. And it's going to be Kaisa Leona. Kaisa is pretty strong right now. She has many versatile picks. And I think that's definitely a Maokai jungle. I think that's definitely a Maokai jungle. Silas mid, Olaf top.
Check to see if they're ready. Once they're ready, should be able to press blue with camera. Once they're ready. Great timing.
Oh, it's a little bugged.
We'll fix that. Okay. No problem.
Okay.
There we
we
go. I thought I had that fixed, but
so yeah, not much gonna be different here with they just go into game for their band pick phase. Marietta has a very strong engage comp that Munduk, if he lands these cleavers, he could slow down the members of Muskingum for them to get on. But Muskingum has a very strong brawl comp with this Ezreal's Pook and Poke from a safe distance with his Qs. Silas can steal literally any of the ults on Marietta's side and he'll be actually pretty fine. Maokai's ultimate is pretty strong, and then Olaf, he just wants to fight on top of people with his ultimate anyway, so both teams with Marietta with a bit more of a heavy engage comp than Muskingum, but Muskingum, in my opinion, has the better brawl comp in this scenario right now.
yeah. I'm guessing that with Marietta's strategy, they may want to try to go for some like advantage fights where it may be like a 4v5 or a 3v2, or just try to jump onto one person and take them out. Not like a full pick comp, but if they can try to focus on one target, that could give them the advantage in the fight.
I mean, with the Leona Lysandra, I mean, it's going to come down to, it's really going to come down to who Marietta can isolate. And in my opinion, there's really not a person you can isolate on Muskingum. Like, if you isolate an Olaf, I don't think they're going to have enough damage to burn down an Olaf because he's just going to pop his ultimate and once he gets out of your CC chain and run you down. Maokai, you definitely don't want to isolate because he's a tank. Braum, you definitely don't want to isolate. So their only options are Ezreal and Silas. Silas, they can isolate, but once he builds Zonias, you're going to basically waste your time. And good luck locking down an Ezreal. Just,
well see
it's doable, but it's not easy.
All right, let's do a couple quick announcements while we're waiting for the spectator delay. So if you go back and then go to, there we go. So first we'll give a shout out to HyperX. for being the official peripheral sponsor for Marietta College Esports. So they provided our facility with keyboards, mice, headsets, microphones, mouse pads. Our students love them. We have their Quad X mic in our broadcasting room right now. So if you want to check out some HyperX gear, please be sure to go to hyperx.gg/MariettaES. The QR code is up on your screen. We'll also give a shout out to Over the Moon Pizza for their support. So every Tuesday and Thursday, they will have Switches available at their restaurant on Front Street. So you can go and play some Super Smash Brothers or some Mario Kart. And on Tuesdays, they will be airing the matches that we have. So like tomorrow, we'll have our Overwatch team playing at 7 o'clock. And our Valorant team will be playing at 8. So you can go get some pizza, some drinks, and watch our teams compete live at their restaurants. So definitely go check them out. We'll also just give a shout out to all of our partners. So not only do we have HyperX and Over the Moon supporting us, but we also want to thank Buy Blue Light, where we're working with them to get some blue light glasses for our students. Elgato for providing the face cams that now you can see our students' perspective as they're playing. Whether that's good or bad for the students, I'll leave that up to them. Also, shouts to Incrediwear for providing the athletic recovery sleeves that our students use. Yes, you can use the sleeves for esports. Thanks to Kovacs as well for providing aim training software for our first-person shooter students. And then MSI, who has provided some monitors for our broadcasting station, as well as some pricing for some upcoming events that we have yet to announce. So stay tuned for that. Also want to take a second to thank everyone for helping out during the virtual stadium sellouts. As of now, we have raised $970 for this, and this is still going on for 2 more weeks. So if you would want to help out, you can go to givecampus.com/4JS65M. The QR code is up on your screen. The way it works is there are virtual tickets, and it's $10 for a virtual ticket. You can buy as many as you want. Just make sure you designate your gift to go towards esports, and we will get every dollar of that gift. So we want to thank everyone for supporting that. So if you're able to contribute, please do. If you can't, even just sharing the link with other people can be beneficial, because there are prizes for the most clicks, most donors, most raised. So if you can spread the links on social media, then that might be a way to help support our program. All right, we should be loading things up very soon. So we're just going to wait until the game actually loads, because otherwise it might look a little weird. Actually, I'm going to check one thing. Sometimes what I do is I'll pull this up to make sure it loads on here after this loads, just to make sure it looks okay. And then once it fully loads, then we can press the button and probably set up some things like hiding chat and showing the objective timers.
I don't remember. I don't remember how to hide chat. I know the other stuff.
Okay, I'll show you. That's why I'm here, to get you guys set up and ready to go, and then afterwards you'll be on your own. Because they probably want to hear you guys talk about the game instead of me. So we're just waiting for the game to load. We're still waiting to load. So this is just an opportunity, everyone, to go to the Give Campus site and give while we're doing it. Okay, so press... Okay, so that's fine. So press O, N, U, and then I, and then you can click... Oh, chat's
chat.
already... It's already...
Oh, it's off.
Yeah, so then just press I again. And then you're good. Press I. There you go. All right.
All right.
Take it from here, guys.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna move this PC over a tiny bit. Alright. It's looking like on the map, not really much. No one going for an invade here. Both teams really just hanging around their lanes. Diego on the side of Marietta, I'm assuming he's going to be wanting to play towards his bot side. He wanted to get that Kai'Sa scaling up and on the map. Mundo's really just going to be alone. I mean, ganking a Mundo is not going to be really that helpful. He can also play towards his mid, but I mean, against a Sylas, if you do get a Sylas down, I mean, he can come back from behind very easily, because I mean, he just has lifesteal in his kit and he can steal an ultimate, which is always going to be impactful in a fight. But mainly wants to get that bot lane ahead, because Kai'Sa does not want to be playing from behind. And if you can get Leona ahead as well, she's going to be very strong with the later engages. You guys can feel free to chat whenever. Y'all just want to talk about League? You want to talk about the game? Like,
Gotcha.
Mr. Terry over here has no idea what he's looking at right now.
I'm learning. That's the whole point.
He's gonna get very confused when I start screaming very fast.
Yes. So right now all they want to do is, this is the beginning of the game, the first like 8 minutes of the game, they focus on doing short trades in lane and killing the little creeps.
Oh, okay. So what does it do? Does it get them ground or
It's how you earn money.
money? Or
Yeah.
makes sense. So where are they doing this against the open, the other school?
Mhm.
Okay, makes sense.
See, level 2 comes out first for the side of Marietta, but Muskingum is aware of that and they back off very easily. All right, now Argotland is 1v1ing this, taking really bad trades against Olaf in the top lane right now. This is not something you want to be doing against Olaf early in the game, as he is extremely strong. Nice trade in the mid lane. Maokai is around, so if Mr. Toots does choose to engage off that, as you can see, he took too many trades off the Olaf, and Olaf gets first blood in the end there. He had to play a little bit more passive. Once Olaf hits you with one of those axes, he can just run you down. Maokai comes in from behind on the Lysandra here. He's gonna land. Miss the W, actually lands onto a minion, and Lysandra gets out very safely. That is a big misplay from the Maokai of Muskingum. That would have been 2 kills potentially over to the side of Muskingum within the first 3 minutes.
He's got a big wave getting ready to crash into mid tower. Silas might be able to pick up a little bit, but he's falling behind his farm just a little bit.
Right now, Scrimpo is a bit ahead on farm here. He is hovering on the bot lane, is going to end up getting the bot skill first here. This wave should be shoving into Marietta here, but actually we're probably playing a little bit too far forward. Is going to end up getting stunned there, and the extra poke is going to make her run away from lane. Mr. takes an engage onto the Silas in the mid lane, where he forces the Ignite and Flash out of Mr. Toots, and he gets away safely, retreating to his tower. Maokai potentially roaming to look for a cleanup, but he's just going to take top scuttle instead. So far, only top lane coming out on top in their 1v1. Now, this is another reason why top lane is also going to be left by itself, because, well, Olaf can win a 1v2 versus Mundo and Viego, especially once he gets level 6 and he has his ultimate on top, but the Maokai is essentially going to be unable to gank the Mundo unless somehow the Olaf is able to land a Q beforehand. Max Q is taking a lot of Ezreal poke here, and they're going to be forced to back away. Ezreal and Braum, if they are able to land another stun like that, I'm going to expect an engage as Ghost is propped out of the Olaf. He's looking to run this Mundo down once again in the top side. He's going to end up landing another axe with the E combo, and he's not going to be able to get the kill just yet. Radio Soul actually doing a pretty decent job here maintaining farm with Ezreal here, as though the Ezreal is under his tower, which is where he doesn't want to be. So the bot lane of Marietta is actually doing a great job pushing out this Ezreal, because Kaisa does not want to be under her tower, especially against an Ezreal. Kaisa's main strengths are her pushing power. She does have great pushing power, and she has very great blow up potential. She can isolate a 1v1 target and basically beam them down. So this is really good to see out of the Marietta bot lane.
Okay, looking for a game from mid.
The dragon is up. Lysandra doesn't have her flash. We'll see if he lands the W this time. He's going to go for a Q first. Lands the W as Mr. Toots goes under the tower, so he's going to be taking tower shots, but Silas going for the kill anyway. Tower shots landing on both sides, and Silas is going to get the kill. You see the Olaf ult coming out in the top side. He's going to land the EQ combo and take down Mr. Argotland for a 2-for-nothing special for Muskingum. That should be first dragon, but Maokai is moving to the top side, so they might not just be looking to go for it yet. Right now, Scrimpo is moving into the mid lane. He's probably going to look to catch the wave here for Mr. Toots to be able to get back in lane. Potentially, he could clean up the Silas. The Silas is going to land the chains and knock up. He lands the stun onto the Silas, but the Silas is winning the current 1v1 as he does have lifesteal. Silas lands. Nice flash of the ultimate! And the Scrimpo does end up actually cleaning up the Silas in the meantime there. So far, mid prio and potential, if bot is able to shut this wave, Marietta could actually go for the first dragon here.
So Marietta is blue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, every game is going to be blue versus red. Here are arguments back and forth. Which side is superior? Personally, I don't really see a difference whenever I play, but I mean, I'm also bad, so.
It's control over the pits. Blue side is able to secure and watch out for drag takes.
It really, I can see that, but it also really just comes down to your lane states. Like right now, Muskingum has a way stronger top side, and Marietta has a weak side top side, whereas right now, Marietta has a strong side bot lane. Actually, both bot lanes aren't actually that bad, as you see Olaf here, again, once again, pushing his lead onto this Mundo here. He's just going to have to poke the cleavers. He's got to dodge these Qs, because if Razor lands another axe here, he's just going to run down the Mundo and get a kill here. Chains do miss out of the Silas here in the mid lane. Probably wasn't going to get a kill there anyway. But like I said, it really comes down to strong side, weak side, to be honest. Because like if Marietta had a very stronger top side, they could have played for Rift Herald very easily with a strong mid. And if they had a weak side bot side, they would have to like potentially trade the first couple dragons for their bot lane to scale into the mid lane, where they could get these objectives a lot easier in the bot lane. See, that Rift Herald has spawned. Mr. Toots is going to land his root. Let's ult himself to try and survive this, but the Silas chains are doing a bit more damage. Silas looking to go back in. He does just about have his E up. Mr. Toots is not going to take his dash there. He is going to stun the Silas, but the Silas gets the kill anyway with that lifesteal. The Shrinker comes into the mid lane with his ultimate, is going to land it in, lands the chains onto the Maokai, looking to get a double kill here potentially. Maokai is going to take a turret shot. Diego landing the ultimate again, but Maokai is going to flash that away as another fight breaks out in the top lane, but this time Argot Land playing in a bit more defensively.
Showing you a golden cash in. He's going to be able to hit Mythic soon, making his ganks a lot more lethal. A lot harder for Maokai to gank if they don't get vision on him, as they take Dragon and bot lane.
Yes, it is looking like Marietta is going to get first bot lane of the game, but Muskingum does have a strong top side, so the Maokai could be looking to trade a Dragon for a Herald here, which would be the better play. Puts that mid, he's going to be able to get his Silas giga farther ahead. Potentially looking for an engage this bot lane with their Viego, but they know, so they're going to play safe. They're actually going to cancel the back there. Argot Land trying to just hold off his own. Silas goes for another engage. Is going to get rooted with E, but lands the chains onto the Sandra. Is going to take turret shots in the meantime, but he is able to get out just in time. Razor landing another Q onto this Mundo. Mundo trading back. He does have lifesteal off those cleavers. It's looking like Maokai is positioning toward the top side after getting that Herald, so he might actually look for a tower dive here with the Herald. He does. Razor has to proc the passive off of Mundo here and shove that wave instantly, as Scrimbo is moving toward the top side as his top side camps up. Mr. Toots going to land the root, but is going to get chained in the meantime, if I could see that correctly. It did go away. Maokai is going to drop into the top lane. Here comes Scrimbo for the follow-up, potentially. Maokai taking 2, maybe 3 tower shots here. Scrimbo going to get a follow-up kill. Olaf pops his ultimate, and in the mid lane, Ignite falls down, but Mr. Toots potentially getting a 1-for-1 trade. He's going to flash Q for it, and he does get it.
Yes, sir. That was clean. I didn't see nothing but killed it.
Oh, shoot.
Can you? I can try and scoot over.
Oh no, you good. I can see it. No.
Oh.
Bro, you good. This is interesting. I'm just getting the concept of the game. So they send the little minions to take the damage while they try to get away to kill themselves, right? And I think it depends on the strength of the character, right?
Yeah, each character has like a
unique
like a wave. Like some of them have a stronger early game, like champions like Olaf, Snowball in the early game. Okay. So if they get ahead in the early game, they do better. But if they don't really do well early, they don't have much impact late game.
Okay. Yeah. So it all matters with the early impact.
Yeah.
Okay. So are there any kind of special abilities that end during the game? Like, is there like a power up?
Items and ultimates are really the big thing.
Okay.
yeah, like the farm difference in the jungle is titanic right now.
But that doesn't really matter to that much because Maokai has 3 winning lanes,
I mean,
essentially.
sure, but it allows for jungle ganks to be more prevalent for Marietta. Muskingum ganks aren't going to be super impactful. He's going to be CC, but he's not going to be able to apply as much damage or tank as much. Whereas
Maokai is not a damage jungler anyway. Once he hits level 6, he basically can win almost any objective fight anyway because his ultimate is so strong. As you see another gank coming out in the mid lane, Mr. Toots is going to land the ultimate on him there, but the Silas steals the ultimate there too. Stun is going to land, but Silas does end up getting out. Ezreal coming in from the bot lane actually taxes his minion. Taxes the mid laner's minion there. See Razor popping the ghost. He's going to be looking for an engage here. He's going to land the Q. Pops his ultimate too, so he gets the better attack speed, but he's not going to drop a little health. Silas going in for another engage here off the Maokai route. At the same time, Razor gets killed in the top lane once again with a nice 3-0 start. Scrimpo potentially looking to save this top tower, but Olaf can run him down, so he's got to play this a little bit careful. Olaf having the stride breaker there, essentially in combination with his Qs, he is going to be able to basically run down anyone and nobody's going to get away from him. Everfrost is built, and you see Ezreal does go the famous Trinity Force build there. So Everfrost out of Silas. It's going to be a lot of CC coming out from Muskingum. I don't see, once they get on top of Marietta, it's going to be very, very hard for Marietta to get away. Is that the wolf? Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. that was insanely audible.
Yeah, Muskingum getting ready to set up to take this dragon as soon as it spawns.
Maokai does not have his ultimate for this. Dragon will be up in the next 20 seconds. Maokai should potentially gain his ultimate as they start it. So he will be able to deny Marietta entry to this dragon. As you see, all the members of Muskingum, including Olaf, have moved down into this river, and they're looking to take control of this. Razor actually going for an engage onto the jungler here. He is going to take a tower shot as Toots comes for the backup. So they're not going to be able to get anything. They're going to take his red buff in the meantime anyway. And look at the map control. Leona split currently between members of Muskingum and members of her own team. Might not be able to get out of here. Silas looking for an engage. Is going to land the chains, but he is under tower and is going to get rooted and ulted. And the Everfrost is popped just so he can try and get away. Lissandra trying to go in and potentially clean that up as Braum gets caught out in the jungle and is going to end up falling to Scrimpo, who takes the body. But here comes Olaf with his ultimate. Trying to go into the Ezreal now is Scrimpo, but the Ezreal is able to just flash over the wall, and he has got to run because 3 members of Muskingum are chasing him down. The flash W, Q out of the Maokai is going to get the kill there, and that is going to be Dragon over to Muskingum.
Also a massive shutdown going over to Ezreal, putting him super far ahead of Kaisen now.
Insane team fight. Marietta there, they just got pincered. 3v1s. And then they got caught out. Scrimpo coming in, the strongest player right now on the side of Marietta, trying to come in for cleanup, but he's not able to do too much in that scenario. Good for 1 though. Good for 1 is better than good for none. "15 minutes in, scoreline is 5-8. Not much of a gold lead as both teams are pretty much even here. Bot lane here has to be careful as Braum lands a stun that could potentially be an engage for the side of Marietta. I like to see that Mr. Toots is actually holding pretty well against this Silas here. He does have a CS lead, and he is denying these Silas engages actually fairly decently well. So I'm very, very excited to see that. It showcases his improvement. Ezreal is going to have his ultimate up here very soon, so we could be looking for a bot lane engage here potentially. See the Q is going to land out of the Braum. The stun's going to go down. Leona engages with her flail and ultimate, but she's going, and not ultimate, sorry, her stun blast. Ezreal is going to come down and does barely nick Maxabu for the kill there. So both Lissandra ults coming out here, two Lissandra ults popping in the mid lane there. Neither one of them going to get a kill though. See Viego coming down for the engage. Kaisa is going to pop her ultimate, but all that Q damage is going to get shielded, and Braum pops his ultimate just for the team to be able to get out. And Radio Soul is going to be forced to back here. Silas is coming down from the mid lane though. He is but Shrimpo does recognize this and peels for his AD carry. Maokai potentially looking to take another Herald here after seeing vision in the bot side that Diego was there. This could be a free Herald. He does have mid prio, he does have top prio. See, Olaf is currently positioning around the map for it. So they are going to trade a Herald for essentially like nothing. I mean, Marietta hasn't gained anything yet. Leona has finished the Locket, which is going to be really good for these team fight engagements that Marietta is going to be fighting in. And Lysandra has finished the Leandries. So against the Olaf, against the Braum, against the Maokai, that's going to be insane. As the Q lands onto Argot land. Olaf trying to get in behind Argot land to try and get a finish off kill here, but Argot land is a little bit tankier than he was early on in the game. Nice Q poke coming out from Mr. Toots. With that Leandries, he is going to be able to burn down Silas pretty well. So Silas goes for an engage here. Someone has to build anti-heal for the Silas though, because Mr. Toots, he's putting in damage. Speaking of Silas, here comes down the Maokai. Only combination with the Everfrost is going to end up getting rid of Mr. Toots, trying to run away. The Ignite is going to drop on him, and Silas does get killed there. Olaf forced to flash away as in comes Mundo with the ultimate. Silas actually steals the Mundo ultimate and engages with the Maokai, but because of Mundo passes, he is able to get away there and burn Splash in the meantime. And that is a 1-for-0 trade out of Muskingum, but they are also going to get bot lane. Marietta gets bot lane turret potentially in the meantime here, so it's at least not all for nothing.
Big siege mid lane. Ian has the potential to take both towers and get some inhibitor damage on this as Marietta's not backing to support mid.
TP is going to come out on the Lysandra here. Shelly is going to land. That is going to be 2 towers down for the side of Marietta. I think that, Muskingum probably going to look to try and get the charge off here, but they're going to run away. They might not be able to get this tower here. I mean, they might do enough damage. Oh yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it. And then they back off. Baron is up in... Where's the Baron? I believe that's 50 seconds. So Muskingum in a great position right now to be able to just back and then go for Baron. Actually, be potentially looking for a back cancel there, but you don't want to start a team fight there, and that you're probably not going to win. Right now, if Marietta does force a team fight, they've got to play around their strengths. They have a Mundo who can tank a lot of the CC coming out from the side of Muskingum. They have Lysandra and Leona who can CC chain very well, and single picks from the Viego are going to be really nice here. As a double root lands, Leona pops her ult in exchange, but the Ezreal goes down, and Silas steals the Leona ult and stuns 2 members of Marietta Maokai. Still going in with this Silas, a double tag team duo is going to get 3 kills from Muskingum there, and that could just be Baron. Like straight up, just, oh, they are going to get the Dragon first. They could have potentially split and sent 2 Drag, 3 Baron, but it's not looking like something they want to go to. So they're probably going to kill Drag here and then potentially move straight Baron. Insane fight from Muskingum. As we see, all of the ults were popped there in that fight with a lot of that strong chain CC. Silas actually steals the Leona ult there, so Marietta is not able to disengage out of that fight. Insane coordination coming out from them. Ezreal is just poking at Argon lane. You know, to cancel that back. Oh, 3 members of Muskingum move to this top side. Silas and Mundo is going to get rooted from the Silas with the Everfrost. Ezreal is going to pop his ulti as Ignite lands on the Mundo, so he's not able to heal. And that is a caught out Mundo. This is potentially, it's going to be a 4v5 for Muskingum, so it looks like they are going to posture for the Baron here. Malachi is going to use his ult in the mid lane, potentially trying to catch out Mr. Toots and Scrimpo, but they are going to be able to get out and get away.
Outside of Marietta is still pushing out bot lane as they set up secure positioning for Baron.
Silas potentially caught out, but he steals the Viego and re-engages with 3 members of his team, and the Silas that was potentially caught out turns into a Viego that was caught out. Marietta has to step off the gas a little bit here. They could potentially look, if they send numbers, they could potentially look for picks for on the members of Muskingum that potentially could be in side lanes by themselves. They could be, you know, out of position, but they really need to just relax here and push out their waves, deny anything that this Baron might be able to get Muskingum, and yeah, just get their gold, get their items, because Kaisa with 3 items is going to be insanely strong. Mundo with a few items, he's going to be extremely tanky. Viego is already pretty ahead for the side of Marietta, so if he can get a few more items, it's going to be insane. Muskingum they're expecting a fight for this Baron, but I don't think Marietta wants to fight for it. So they're kind of just playing a little bit of Fortnite here and bush camping. They are going to go ahead and start the Baron. They've realized Marietta is potentially not contesting it. I can see that Marietta knows that they're getting the Baron, and they move towards the top half of the map, looking to potentially take this bot tier 2, and they could potentially steal topside jungle camps if possible as well. Muskingum going to just siege down mid here. Olaf is pushing out the bot wave. Like he should. Olaf is a split pusher. He can burn down towers extremely fast. Doesn't have Hold Breaker yet, but he can burn towers. Malachi coming in behind this team. He does have the ultimate. Marietta has to try and just burn these waves as fast as possible. They're just going to keep coming in. Okay, Malachi has arrived. Olaf currently pushing the bot lane. No members of Marietta have gone bot lane to respond, but they have seen it. They're sending Scrimpo. Scrimpo will be down there to respond to the Olaf solo pushing in the bot lane. 4 members of Muskingum still in this top side, or in the mid lane, so. Mundo has swapped with Scrimpo. He's going to be in the bot lane, trying to contest this. His first inhibitor will end up falling. Cyrus engaging onto the Viego there. I don't know if he hit the chains or not. A random fight under turret here, but this is actually going to go in favor of Olaf, because Olaf has his ultimate, and the longer that fight goes on, the more attack speed he ends up getting. He's going to be forced to run away from his tower, though. Most of the members of Muskingum coming into this bot wave. It's one of the 2 waves that they have, so they're going to take 2 inhibs here potentially. 5v5. The only ultimate Marietta does not have is that Mundo ultimate. And Muskingum going to actually back off here, and potentially in a scenario where they could have ended, but they're going to go for the 3rd dragon instead, most likely. Third dragon here acquired for Muskingum. It is a soul dragon and soul point. I don't know if the game will last to Muskingum getting soul point, or dragon soul, as it is 5 minutes. Diego and Mundo posturing toward the top side to try and take on this Olaf, but Olaf is just going to... Oh, he is going to engage onto the Mundo here. Scrimpo does back off to help support the mid lane. Top wave comes in. Scrimpo moving toward the top side. Olaf doesn't have his ghost, but he does have ultimate, so he could take a 2v1 here. Scrimpo is going to go in as Mundo pops his ultimate there, but he is CC'd immune, so he is able to get out, but he does not get away. And a shutdown over for Viego. Silas steals the Leona ultimate. Flash chains in for a kill there. Mundo does come down and it's going to land onto Mr. Toots and Lissandra. Silas lands another chain knockup onto Leona. Leona pops her ultimate and hits two members of the side of Muskingum. But the chains land once again on Leona and she will end up falling. Scrimpo in a 1v4 scenario, not able to clean up a kill there, but he does get the kill based off the tower shots onto the Maokai. Here comes Mundo in. Doesn't have his ultimate. Probably not going to last long as the Nexus is going to end up being targeted here for Muskingum. Mundo will end up falling, and Muskingum will end up taking game one of this best of 3 series. Alright, let's see if I can update the scores here. Okay. Okay.
Oh, there's...
Yeah, I gotta
yeah,
go to this thingy.
Yeah, just...
Oh, it just went away. That's interesting. Update. There we go.
You compute total as well, but that's fine. Alright.
Alright.
I'll see if we can get to invited for the next game.
Yep. Okay.
Just, yeah, hit F11 for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and just do a refresh. Just hit F5. That works too.
Alright. So we're back. You can see all the lovely faces here. You can also see Mr. Terry Gasper here now, finally. Insane game one. Muskingum came out on top. They used their advantages, winning out the early game. Marietta not quite able to make it to the late game, where most of their characters end up shining, except for the Viego. Viego is actually a very strong early game champ. But the rest of Marietta's characters were pretty strong late game champs. So we're going to see if they go with a draft like that again. Potentially, they're going to look to probably slow down their play and play for that later game, where they can have a bit more of an easier time. As we are invited to the next match. And move on over to spectate.
Alright.
Anything you want to talk about, Matt? I need to get water.
Well, they're taking a small break, so we'll go ahead and take a break ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take a quick break here as we get things set for game 2. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Yeah.
Okay. That's back.
Welcome back. Yes, yeah, that says back with Mike.
Yeah,
So
but we need the screens.
Okay, well, go hit that button. Hit that button.
Wait, I don't have the cast. We don't even have the link.
Yes, we had the link.
No, that was the old link.
We're gonna pull up the link, everyone. Here we go. There's the link.
They haven't missed much. They banned the same things. I guess Matt will be joining us now as our third person, as Mr. Gasper had to leave, assuming to do homework.
Well, I will. He was here working earlier, doing his job. I'm here through the draft, but then I'll let you guys do your thing during the actual game.
I'm not gonna hurt my feelings if you stay.
But yeah, it is the exact same bands from game one.
Olaf instead of Trendemir here this time.
Oh, it says Olaf. Yeah.
Man, going with the first pick Ziggs. I heard Bethany saying that as a bit Ziggs support. Probably going to be a Ziggs support. I mean, unless Steph wants to try playing the Ziggs.
Ziggs is so much to play though, so I like this Ziggs pick, but just because he's fun.
I wish when I first started playing, I played a lot of Ziggs.
I just love chucking bombs at people. Who doesn't love that?
I have a bomb replica I got from going to the LCS Spring Finals. I won it in like a ring toss thing, so I got a little Ziggs bomb.
Alright, so they're going to go with the Braum pick again.
Probably expect the Ezreal.
Yeah, that was
safe.
pretty...
I mean, Ezreal, Braum, really strong duo together. Ezreal in general right now is one of the strongest AD carries in the game right now.
Although they might just go for that... Okay, there's the Ezreal, but we saw that the Maokai Silas combo first game was pretty rough, especially when Silas was using the Lissandra ult.
Yes.
Or in the Leona ult too.
Yes, the Silas and Maokai were a tag team duo, especially when he was able to steal the Leona ult for chain CC there. Gonna be another Kai'Sa pick here.
And
So it is
Mundo
Ziggs support, and Mundo back in that top lane. I'm expecting another heavy aggressive top laner here coming out from Muskingum, someone that can run down the Mundo and burst him pretty fast. So you got Trendemir is up, Darius potentially if you play him correctly, you can burst him. Maokai jungle once again. I'm assuming. I mean it can still be flexed, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's Maokai jungle.
I do hope Marietta decides to ban the Silas just because I can see a realm where Silas steals the
Ziggs bomb, yeah.
And then Maokai will root everyone and then bomb everyone.
That's going to be crazy. Trendemir ban is going to come out, so we're not going to see that in the top
Interesting.
side.
They did the Rakan ban, not realizing that Ziggs is... I think they think it's an AP Ziggs and not support Ziggs.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Well, they're banning the Soraka, too. They think that Ziggs is mid... I mean,
they have to think Kai'Sa's mid.
They think Kai'Sa mid?
Yeah, I mean, you can't play Kai'Sa support.
No, I'm just saying, like, they think they're banning out support, not realizing that we've already picked our support.
Yes, that is good for us.
Yes, it's
so
very
our
good.
mid laners aren't
It was basically two wasted bans.
But...
They did leave Silas open again.
Yes, they did leave Silas open.
Unless we take Silas.
I mean, they have first pick here, so...
No, actually, they pick.
Yeah, I said that. They have first pick.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I would expect them to pick Renekton top. Oh, very, very, very strong pick. Let's see what we decide to pick. I'm expecting a potential... Well, Marietta's... They get two picks here, so it's going to have to be jungle and mid here. Scrimpo was pretty strong on the Viego there, so he could pull it out again. Lissandra's going to come out once again for Mr. Toots. And we're going to see what jungler. They got to be really very careful here. Trundle. Okay, I think that if Muskingum chooses to, they could still play Silas into this.
Silas has a lot of strong ultis to take.
Yeah, he's got Mundo ulti, he's got Lissandra ulti, he's got Ziggs ulti. I don't know how Trundle ult works on Silas.
Trundle and Kai'Sa still are both good ultimates for Silas to help chase down and weaken the Trundle from the Trundle ult.
Well, Silas stealing Kai'Sa ulti won't do anything. Because you have to... Kai'Sa's ulti plays off her passive, he can't proc.
No, they're going to go with Quirky.
Yeah, Silas ult can't proc... Silas can't proc Kai'Sa's passive, so he can't jump on anyone. Corki, though, is it can be a very strong pick here. I want to say they are blue side again, so we don't really have much to change here.
Yeah, just hit the blue camera. champ once they start.
Yeah.
Up.
Corky is a very
Okay.
Corky's a very
Just press F11.
interesting pick here.
Yeah.
He can be very strong if you get him ahead, but he really just realistically just sits in lane and farms until he gets his package, comes in with his package and burns everyone.
Well, what makes Corky so strong is he can rotate and has a lot of impact with his W and his phosphorus bombs.
That is true as well.
And playing with the Maokai, they could just play around, trying to get one of the lanes ahead.
Yeah, the Maokai package combos are gonna go really crazy for damage.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't do the blind pick this time, since you're gonna have to go through the whole process of the bans of the pick. So we're just gonna have to wait a couple minutes for everyone to pick their champions and confirm where every character's gonna go, although we pretty much know where that's gonna be already.
You know what might actually be an underrated combo that I just remembered out of Muskingum's comp is they have Braum. So a Braum ulti plus a Corky package. Marietta is essentially not going to be able to move. They're going to be slowed to existence.
Well, I mean, you do the Braum ulti with the Maokai, with the package.
It's a lot of AoE.
And then Renekton pops in and just swings around.
With his little sandstorm.
And who am I missing on the...
Ezreal.
I mean, his ults, yeah.
Yeah, just ult just flies it. Yeah, that can definitely be a big wombo combo if Marietta is not careful. So they're gonna have to watch their positioning. A lot of them from the first game was struggling to dodge Maokai's ult, so they're gonna have to be prepared that Maokai's gonna be hiding in brushes, looking for opportunities to use his ultimates and get as much value to root people.
I would say I kind of really like the Trundle pick here. You can ult the Maokai, you can ult the Renekton, you can ult the Braum, steal their tank stats, and essentially go in. Trundle's also, he can be very aggressive early ganker as well, so he's not really losing what he had on Viego. Viego was a very strong early ganker, so he's just gaining a little bit more of the fighter qualities with Trundle.
Finish up the final picks, and now Muskingum's going to realize it's a support Ziggs. But we'll see how this support Ziggs goes. You were talking before that in Worlds, at least as an ADC, it had a pretty high win rate.
Yeah, right now in Ranked, and I haven't seen him come out in Worlds yet, because I think most of the time he gets banned. But... yeah, he's been spiking in the meta a bit, and I think he's going to get another buff next patch, if I remember correctly. So he's going to be on the scene. He has a pretty strong win rate in ranked right now. I think he's like S+ or S tier. So
you think he's going to be like Varus was in Worlds last year?
Sleeper pick? Actually, probably. He probably could be. I mean, DRX isn't in Worlds this time around, I don't think so. But hey, you never know. I mean, what was I gonna say? DRX won Worlds last year with Ash Heimerdinger. Never played it throughout the entire Worlds until like the semis and the finals. So you never know. Some teams probably have some sleeper picks that they're hiding out of scrims and out of stuff.
Oh yeah, they have to have something just in case. Still got a little ways for Worlds. We got 3 minutes for this game right now.
Not a little ways from Worlds. We got like 6 hours.
Well, I meant like the championship. We got a little ways before we see that Worlds finals.
Yeah, my sleep schedule is going to be abysmal for the next like month and a half.
Just remember, go to class. All right,
Well, that's a good thing. If the games are about 2 hours, then and the last game starts at 6 a.m. So if it lasts like 2 hours, I can get a good 3-hour power nap in before class.
Anyway, let's go over a couple of quick announcements while we are waiting. So we're always recruiting for more students for our program. So we have varsity titles in Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, Super Smash Brothers, and Valorant. So yes, we are recruiting for 2024 and beyond. We got our dedicated facility here on campus. We have coaches for most of our titles. We want to make sure our students are succeeding academically and mentally, so we try to provide support for that. And of course, scholarships are available for high school seniors and college transfers. So for more information, you can go to our link tree, linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. It has links to all of our social media channels that you can follow. It has links for signing up for the tryouts. You can even set up a Discord call to talk to our head coach, Derek Games, to hear more from him about the program and some things that we're working on. Speaking of scholarships, yes, you heard that correctly. We do offer scholarships. Thank you. So we do tryouts once a month, sometimes more than once a month, to be able to offer possibly a scholarship to play video games in college. Where was that when I was in college? But anyway, it's a 3-step process. So first, you would fill out our recruitment inquiry form at bit.ly/mcrecruits. The next step would be to schedule the tryout at bit.ly/mcesporttryout. You'll see that we do have 2 tryouts coming up this weekend. So on Saturday the 14th, we will have in-person tryouts during our admissions open house. So if you're going to be on campus, you can come to our facility and try out for a scholarship while you're here. If you're not going to be on campus, we will be doing online tryouts on our Discord server all day on Sunday the 15th. So that does mean you need to join our Discord server as well. So bit.ly/Pio Discord, and then we can work with our head coach to be able to arrange a time so we can see your gameplay and possibly be able to award that scholarship. And also real quick, while we're waiting for the game to load up here, we do want to thank everyone for following us here on Twitch. Giving Tyler the keywords here, know what button to press. Thank you, Tyler. But yeah, so
he said following. He just said subscribe.
Well, I said Twitch. But yeah, so thank you for your follows and your subscriptions. It does help with generating revenue for our program here. Now, if you're not able to pay for a Twitch subscription, that's perfectly fine. But if you have Amazon Prime, there is this thing called Prime Gaming, where if you connect your Prime account with Twitch, you get Prime Gaming, which gives you all sorts of perks. Like in League of Legends, for instance, you get capsules every month where you can get champions and skins and shards. I got a skin shard to buy Seraphine earlier today, so now I am a proud owner of Seraphine finally. Bethany's so happy that I got Seraphine. But you also get a free sub you can use every month, and you can get these emotes that you see on your screen, so like GGs and LOLs and Let's Go's and all that. Let's get into the game because we have started up here. That's once we get everything figured out.
I don't remember the controls.
You know that works.
I know what to click in the thing.
Well, you got it. As soon as it loads here. Give it a second. There we go. We're in. All right, I'm going to let you guys take it over from here.
No funny business yet. As we see, everybody's just watching their entries. You know, good old 5-split. Very, very standard. Very standard.
Minions have spawned.
I'd say that Corky skin fits his champ very well. Good trade from Argyle in there. Ziggs just trying to be a menace in this bot lane. We're gonna see level 2 potentially come up here very soon. Razor hitting level 2 first in this top side is looking to get a nice trade off that. Bot lane once again hits level 2 first, but that's going to be natural with Kai'Sa, who has very stronger pushing power than Ezreal. Good bombs coming from Maxabu, once again just being a menace, being annoying. Gotta be a little bit careful though not to mess up the wave a bit too much. Argot land dropping to a quarter of HP here. Razor taking a lot of minion damage there though. Oh, Scrimpo in that top side. Actually looking for a game. Razor is going to end up shoving this. Maokai is in the top side as well, so Scrimpo and Argotland have got to go for this before Maokai is able to come. Trades back and forth. The root is going to land onto the Corki, but the Corki is just sitting there and tanking it, getting free damage. Scrimpo backs off of the gank. Top side, and Renekton's going to be forced to back. Braum actually kind of an interesting counter here to this Ziggs, because he could just walk through the minefield with his shield up. Trying to poke down the support here. You see that Muskingum wants to go for an engage. Gorky again just poking down the Shatoots. Scrimpo fighting Maokai in the jungle there for the top skull is going to end up getting it. Corki drops to a quarter of HP. Scrimpo comes in for the gank in combination with Mr. Toots, but Corki is going to be able to just W away from that. We see a nice even amount of CS between both teams so far here in the first 4 or 5 minutes. Trundle in the bot side is going to end up getting that scuttle. Maokai and Corki come down to try and contest it, but Scrimpo with both scuttles early on in the game is actually going to be pretty big for the next 2 minutes. Razor goes in for an engage on to Argyle Lane here. Argyle Lane there doesn't have his passive. Q is going to land on a max boot here. Ezreal pushing forward, lands a nice EQ combo. Max boot tries to W away, ends up right in front of the Braum and is forced to burn her flash. Speaking of flashes, Razor flashes in with the Ignite onto the Mundo, but is it going to tick him away? It will. That's first blood once again going over to Razor on the side of Muskingum. Braum landing a lot of these Qs. A nice flash E combo with the auto is able to get the first kill of the bot lane onto Ezreal there with a nice W engage coming out of the Corki here, and he gets his first kill in the mid lane with barely any mana, so this wave is going to get pushed ever so slowly, and he's going to end up backing. Does get the level up though for a little bit more mana. Trundle is in the bot lane. Is going to recall there though. Lissandra has her TP, so Corki is probably not going to be able to get this kill here. Lissandra not level 6, but does have the Eve. She wants to engage onto this Corki, but decides not to, and Corki's just going to end up basing. So far, 1.3k gold lead off those 3 picks, 1 in each lane, be it. The Renekton pick here into the Mundo is actually pretty strong, because he's able to just dash in, use his Q, proc the Mundo passive, so that he's able to get CC'd and then get out. Shrinkbo comes into the top side here, doesn't have his ultimate yet. Renekton pops his ultimate to try and flash away. Trying to get out here, but the slow from the Mundo cleaver in combination with the Trundle field is going to be able to get that kill onto the Renekton. Caught out just a little bit. Scrimpo with a very perfect gank timing. Maokai just too slow, was not able to get there in time. And a good play in the top side out of Scrimpo. I love Mundo banging his head against the tower. It's one of my favorite animations. Okay, just coming to the top side. Hasn't hit level 6 just yet, but it's just going to try and keep this wave from crashing into the tower. Nice Q poke damage coming out of the Braum. Argyle Lane's got to be careful here. His wave is shoved into the Renekton, but Scrimpo got the kill there within that gank, so he's going to still be a little bit behind this Renekton, at least in terms of damage. Speaking of Renekton, once again just dashing in with his Q slicer. Just proccing that Mundo passive on repeat. Looking like Muskingum wants to posture around this dragon, but so does Marietta. Trundle is in the bot side. He's going to recall us. He's potentially looking for a game. Gonna go take his Krugs in the meantime instead. Maokai is on his Gromp. Marietta right now is pushed in. So right now, if Maokai wants to look for a gank, he does have the advantage.
A lot of damage made on Lissandra. He's going to make it harder for her to have a lot of impact in the fight.
True, that is true. Nice W, and on to that's right here. Nice Q dodge. Gonna deny the Maokai from being able to gank these here.
Looks like they're trying to bait him into a engage here.
Here comes Trundle. That's what does land onto both members of Marietta, but Maxibu will be the only one that falls, exhausts his burn onto the Trundle, so he's not able to chase down the members of Muskingum, and that is a 1-for-0 trade. Great play out of Marietta there. Scrimpo, I think he hits level 6 a little bit late there, probably looking to ult the Braum there and potentially trade a 1-for-1. But great play overall, great idea. Hiding in the bush. Braum did not know that he was there, but the Ezreal just does too much damage.
I did get a lot of good chunks for the drag fight though, in case Muskingum tries to go for something and get caught out. They don't have as much peel.
That is true. Okay, currently postured to the top side. He does, but doesn't have top side prio because Renekton is a bit stronger than Mundo right now. But Mundo's wave is currently under Renekton's tower, so if Renekton were to leave to potentially move towards this Herald, it would not be very good. Scrimpo posturing toward the mid lane here is going to look for the gank. Lissandra coming in with the E, but the W is so strong, but the pillar does land, forces Corki to flash away. A flash for nothing. Actually, a flash for a trade in the top side. Argot lane is going to flash out and live. So this could potentially be a move towards Herald for Muskingum if they choose to go for it. 10 minutes. Not much of a gold lead for Muskingum. And Corki should have his package up here very soon. To be honest, that's probably what Muskingum's waiting for. They're waiting for the Corki package to make a move onto the dragon.
Oh, Alter is hitting bot side as well.
Mr. Toots barely lives in that engagement there. It's a nice wave being shoved out of Marietta. They could potentially be looking to make a play for the dragon here with this shoved wave. As Scrimpo is in the bot side, mid lane's recalling, so if they want to get dragon, this is the time to get it.
Yeah, Muskingum's just cleaning up top side jungle, but I think Marietta will take the trade for top side for dragon.
Once again, Marietta gets first dragon of the game. It should be traded out for a Herald, and potentially a Herald and a kill as a gank comes out. Again, passive is going to be Proxos. Renekton can land his stun. The Q comes out to push Argot Lane into the bush, but he's a little bit too tanky. Maokai potentially goes a little bit too far. Almost trades his life for the Kaisa ult lands onto the Braum here in combination with Scrimpo coming in as well, and they're going to get a dragon and a kill into the bot side. That is extremely good for Marietta. Argot Land living in the top side as well, though, means that Muskingum traded a dragon and a pick in the bot lane for absolutely nothing.
Overall, Dragon's also really good for Kaisa and Ziggs and lane. It's going to make it harder for Braum to just tank it all.
Corki just utilizing his rockets, poking down those Lissandra, trying to put in as much damage as possible. Ziggs probably looking for a roam into the mid lane there, if possible, but just gonna have to move back down towards their bot lane. Braum wants to clear this vision in the tri-bush, but is not going to be able to, as both members of Marietta are fighting very extensively for it. They want to go for it. The Zigzag's going to pop, but the Ezreal is able to just use his E flash away. And here comes the Maokai ultimate, which is actually going to hit the Kai'Sa under her tower, though, so she is able to be perfectly fine. Lissandra poked out to about a quarter of HP, is potentially going to have to look for a back. Here's a nice W knockup, comes out of the Ziggs here, breaks the Braum shield, exhaust is popped here. Kai'Sa has little to no mana, but she might have enough to land at least a W if Braum is going to get out here. The Ezreal pops down, Maximu gets the kill onto the Ezreal, but he trades 1-for-1 and kill it, flashes over the wall to kill Maximu here. And both AD carries decide to just go their separate ways there and not fight each other. Both supports dying, and it was almost a support 1-for-1 trade, but Ezreal does get the kill on Maximu there.
Probably the most contested pink board I've ever seen.
I swear. But it was a good play out of Marietta. They actually kept vision in the meantime, so it's really strong. It was actually probably a mistake by Muskingum to fight so hard for that tri-bush. I mean, it is important, but it's not worth dying over. When you can literally just throw you can just throw a ward in the river and you get the same amount of vision.
Another kill does go on the Ezreal, though. He's a lot stronger than Kai'Sa, so they're gonna have to be wary of that.
Yeah, early game Ezreal is a menace, especially right now. Ezreal is super strong right now. See, two members of Marietta are hiding in this bush. The root E combo is going to be land. The knockup out of Maximu boops in so that they can get the trade, but is a 1-for-1 as Corki gets the pick there. The stun is going to land, and Ezreal gets the kill on Radio Soul in the meantime in the bot lane as well.
Mundo just won a massive trade top lane as well into the Renekton.
4-7. Marietta actually putting up a pretty decent fight in the early game this game around. I don't know entirely what is making a difference. Maybe they're playing a bit slower and punishing Muskingum's mistakes. Maybe this round of champs is just a little bit stronger for Marietta. I mean, the only thing that's really different is the Trundle and the Ziggs, but you see the Ziggs poke is doing tremendous amounts of work, especially once he gets that Leandries. He's going to be able to burn down members of Muskingum. And Scrimbo on this Trundle is already making an impact. I mean, he had an impact on Viego as well, but Trundle scaling is arguably a little bit stronger than Viego. You see CS across the board is fairly even. Bot lane only down about 20 CS, and same with the mid lane, but jungle and top lane are just about even. We see a gank potential coming out of mid there, but Corki can just W away.
Yeah, Renekton's at an awkward point where he's not going to be able to contest against Mundo. He didn't get a strong enough early lead, so he's just going to be kind of stagnant.
Marietta trying to strong side toward this dragon here, but Corki and Maokai are coming down. Maokai has his ultimate. Corki has, it looks like, I can't tell with that skin if he has the package or not. He doesn't look like he does. He is going to get the pick in combination with Maokai on to the Ziggs there, and Kai'Sa will fall in the meantime in combination with the Braum Stun and Ezreal ultimate. Maokai goes in onto the Lissandra, who doesn't trade onto the Corki. I could have sworn she was going to get that kill. And that's going to be first dragon for Muskingum, and potentially first turret if Corki and Renekton can beam this mid turret down.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I also can't hear, and I'm looking at the mini-map to see if package is spawning, because I know where it spawns, but like, I can't hear the sound cue if it spawns. And I don't see it popping on the minimap, so. Here you go.
They're very scared of the Ezreal and Braum.
I mean, I would be. Ezreal's 5-0.
They're just gonna respect it and play back and play safe. Muskingum has a lot more vision on the map. They're able to scope out their Scrimpo is just about anywhere in his jungle. And if he's trying to gank anywhere except for top. Even top, he's kind of covered with the buff ward.
Yeah, Maokai potentially looking for the second Herald of the game. He wants to get it before Baron spawns. He's got a minute and a half. Probably going to go ahead and start it here. Yep, Corki is roaming, was looking to roam up. Might commit to it. Renekton could roam down here. I would roam down as Renekton here, but after he shoves his wave, just so that you have extra damage to secure, because Maokai doesn't have that much damage. He's only got Demonic Embrace. So yeah, they are going to secure second Herald before the Baron spawns. And that's just going to be extra gold. Profit, maybe bot lane, take the bot tower. You could just siege mid with it too as well, all the way to the inhib. Is going to take top tower. Maokai ult will come down. Nice flash out of Argot lane. Great engage for the Maokai there. Using his ultimate to pop the Mundo passage before going in with W. Renekton is going to pop his ultimate to commit to the kill there, and that is topside potentially fall, just completely falling as the Herald is going to smash into the tier 2 and further extend Muskingum's gold lead in this game to about, I want to say that's like 6k? I'm not that great at math.
Yeah.
Great poke from Marietta in the bot lane. Braum looking to just help his Ezreal kite out here. "20 minutes. Scoreline 4-2. 1 Drake to 1 Drake here. Marietta not really too far behind us. Here comes that Corki package. Gank into the bot lane. Radius will end up falling. Ezreal comes down here, but ends up whipping on everybody. Braum ult is committed to this as well. Maximu flashes with the Q to try and get the kill on the Ezreal, but barely misses it. And yeah, a great use of the Corki roam there. I don't think Marietta even recognized that he was towards that bot lane. Maokai ult will come down and it will just barely miss Mr. Toots as he gets out in time. Don't really like the use of that Maokai ult there.
Blue team's turret has been
Landers
destroyed.
have just come out on Ziggs.
Marietta can play around this Mundo to tank for them with his ultimate. Trundle, if he can get an ult down on this Maokai, this Braum, this Renekton, and then Ziggs just pokes from a safe distance, they could actually potentially turn a team fight around here if they just play around their strengths. Ziggs and Kaisa realistically just trying to poke here. Wouldn't commit to anything. Trundle comes down, but he's just going to be getting his Krugs. Dragon will be up in the next 15 seconds. Corki's not going to have packets for it though, so that is a strong side for Marietta right now. They want to contest this dragon, but they don't know that Muskingum is bush camping right now. They have Braum ulti, they have Maokai ulti. Maokai ult is coming down. They're looking like they're gonna go onto the Ziggs here, who's just trying to push out the bot wave, and is going to get caught out. Ziggs commits ultimate there to just try and get some poke damage before dying. And this should be a free dragon for Muskingum. Looking like it's gonna be a Cloud Soul, which is gonna be really strong for Muskingum's comp. Oh, the Maokai comes down. They're looking to get out this Lissandra, who does get hit by the root. The W comes down, and he's going to ult himself in order to buy time. None of his teammates are around him, so he's just trying to stall out. Muskingum with another easy solo kill there. And they're going to push into this bot tier 2. I mean, it's gonna fall. No matter what, it's gonna fall.
Hopefully getting popped by Mundo. I don't think I've seen why.
Oh, Scrimpo lands the pillar on the top side. Ziggs ult will fall here. But the Recton is able to get out. And in the meantime, bot lane turret, inhib turret is going to fall here as well for Marietta. Potentially, yeah, no, they're just going to get the inhib as well. Lissandra is back in base. You see Ziggs is currently backing. They get an objective bounty off the tier 2 top tower in the meantime, but lose a lot in the process. We'll lead up to 8K for Muskingum. Muskingum right now posturing around this bear, and you see multiple members moving towards the top side. Marietta not really in a position, excuse me, that they can potentially fight this. They might have to give or look to turn the team fight once Muskingum takes a ton of damage from the Baron. They're not even going to wait around this time. They're going to instantly start it. Marietta trundles all the way in the bot lane. So they're not even looking for a contest here, and that's going to be free Baron for Muskingum 25 minutes into the game, and that's going to further extend their gold lead.
Quirky teleported back. Looking to just keep them from getting any more towers. They're sieging mid unanswered, which is pretty awkward for Marietta. We're going to have to answer that pretty soon.
Oh, Corky stops the back of the Ziggs here. Can't go in for the engage though because Mundo is there. Stops the back of the Mundo as well. Insanely good. He's gonna get a double stop back. Absolutely just nailing Marietta's tempo here. Mundo tired of this. He's going to engage on to the Corky here. The Ziggs ult just barely misses the Mundo, the Corky.
Mundo's about to be on a bad day.
Oh no. The Maokai ult will fall here. Braum ult goes wide. Maokai ult will end up just barely nicking Mundo, but Mundo has that passive, so it doesn't really matter. I don't like committing 2 of your strongest ultimates with Dragon about to be up in 1 minute here. But, I mean, in terms of raw damage, the Corky package is up. I'm glad we were able to see that this time. It's not on the map. He is going to grab it. Dragon will be up in about 50 seconds, so he will have the package for this Dragon fight. So that's a plus. But in terms of raw damage, I mean, Muskingum has completely raw damage right now as well. So Mundo, it looks like Braum ult might be back online. Are they going for a mid play here before Dragon? See Corky moving towards that bot side. He wants to come in at a horizontal angle if possible, while also pushing in this bot lane. He's looking for the flank. Muskingum potentially looking for the engage here. Corky is going to get the solo onto the Lissandra there, forced to use his package to get out, but he gets a double kill. He actually is going to get a triple kill onto the trundle there as well. A quadra kill for a Corky. Is he going to give him the pentakill? Who knows? Argyle Land is pretty tanky. The Braum ult will go wide. Once again, Maokai ult comes down. Corky going in for the pentakill. And he does not get it as the AD carry player does what he does best in KS's. That's going to be both Nexus turrets falling and Nexus falling, as Muskingum is going to take this best of 3 series 2-0 arguably a better map out of Marietta. They played a lot slower. They got a lot more mistakes out of Muskingum that they were able to get some picks off of. And they slowed down the tempo of the game, so they played a little bit better there. But all in all, did not come out on top today. Well, I tried to get the score online for you peoples. Oh, wait. Oopsies. We'll do this.
There you go.
And then we'll take back to the
You're good.
screen.
Yep. You're good right there. That's fine. Yeah, you got the correct screen.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
All right. That's going to do it for our match today. We do have a Valorant match tomorrow, I believe, same time. I won't be here for that, though, so...
We have Overwatch at 7 and then Valorant at 8.
Oh, so we have 2 games tomorrow. I don't think the Overwatch game will be over before the Valorant game starts. So
You never know. They can go pretty quickly. It's possible.
I mean, it is possible, but
We'll see.
But yeah, make sure you guys come out and check out our streams tomorrow. We should... The Valorant stream might just be a tad bit late depending on how long Overwatch goes, but Overwatch will be on first. Currently undefeated, so they might win tomorrow too, so, you know, go on and check them out. Other than that, that's all from me. I don't know if Matt has anything else he wants to input.
Well, just give these guys a hand. Hello. Okay. Give these guys a hand for commentating today's matches. Thank you guys. It was a pleasure having you. Thanks for visiting the campus. You probably wasn't expecting to be on the stream here.
Not in particular, no.
But I hope you had some fun.
Oh, yeah.
But, okay, so for all the latest updates with what's going on in Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us here on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Shout outs to HyperX and Over the Moon for their support, as well as Buy Blue Lights, Elgato, Incrediware, Kovacs, and MSI. Thank you all for your follows. Thank you for your subscriptions. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good night.